Hello and welcome to Sparkle Vision. This is Court.
And this is Lee. And today we're going to talk about Wish Blossom Ranch. And that is going to come, it's been confirmed November 19th, um, 2025. And that's pretty much what we thought.
Yeah.
The other one, year before, Storybook Vale was the 20th or something. It was in
Yeah.
a, so we figured that. And then we're just kind of go through the trailer and then a little bit after on what they're talking about. And the opening scene of the trailer is a train.
Yes. I love, as soon as I saw the train, I was like, I love that it's been different transports for each DLC. I think it's so cool because we had like the boat for Eternity Isle. We had that cool steampunk hot air balloon for Storybook Vale. And now we have a train.
I know. And then I was like, oh, I want a train. But then you were like, yeah, but we never got anything else. Like,
True, we didn't get the other two.
the steampunk balloon just sits there,
Yes. Yeah.
right? And actually, it's hard to see because you have to run down Library of Lore to actually even see it.
Yeah.
I hope. And then you see the beautiful that Alpine Castle, which
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be like some of the um, things in all the games where it's just a point of interest. Like it's not going to be,
Something we
we're
can.
not going to be able to go up into it or anything.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll just be a cool visual within our village. Um, the ribbon and button trees, the pumpkin pin cushions, the mannequins in that what are they calling it? Glamour Gulch looks so cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be broken down into, like always, the three biomes. So one is, yeah, written
The
down.
Alpine um what was it?
It's Wishing Alps,
Yeah.
and
Glamour,
that's where the ranch is.
yeah. Glamour Gulch, and that's where Cruella de Vil is. So it's more themed to like uh kind of like London, it looks like the drawbridge and
Yeah,
the
I think the lady said, like you and I thought, it's Victorian England,
yeah.
and it's red, which I am loving. Like I thought I was gonna love the ranch the most, but I tell you, I think this area for me
And
with
it
the
looks
bold colors and the red,
and it
and
looks so whimsical too, like with the mannequins and the trees and the little ribbon flowers. There's so many cute little like whimsical things. Like it's obviously not going to be how, in other biomes we have like sunflowers or tulips, it looks like for the alpine area, but it looks like this is just going to be like little made up things, which is great. And the one part it shows a fruit tree with a red fruit with little push pins in it. So I'm curious what they're going to have named that fruit. But
yeah,
and then the other area is called Pixie Acres. I
yes,
really love that they threw us all off with the honey pot waterfall because we all were so excited. We're like, obviously, it's going to be 100 Acre Wood. And then poof, no, it's actually Pixie. I'm excited, so excited for it because it's like everything is giant. You have giant ladybugs and flowers and butterflies. But
it's very Alice too,
it is. Alice will look really cool in that area as well.
and it's Bug's Life too.
Yes, I was thinking about Bug's Life. I was like, this would be so great if we got Bug's Life characters. If we got,
Because there's a bunch of things that can go with a giant.
yes, yeah,
And it actually looks like we might be getting giant grasses and stuff too.
which would be amazing. That was my one request. I did feel like it would be really good to have some grasses this time. I think it's cool too how they tied in the honey pot waterfall by saying it was something that Tigger had wished for, which is so
Yes.
cute. So, so cute. So,
And then the giant butterflies too.
oh
And
my,
I don't know if we're actually going to get the giant butterflies or if they're just going to be perched up there and that's it.
yeah.
Um, because they just look like they're flapping all the time, and they've really, I mean, they really started to really explore this with Storybook Vale. And I think they're just running with it now because the aesthetics have just getting more and more beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one thing that we both noticed at several points throughout the showcase, you can still see candy areas, which
Yeah.
don't seem to work for the Pixie area or the Alps or the Glamour Gulch, right? Or so I'm curious to know how that's going to tie in because like at the one point you see frosting on what's maybe a cupcake because it has candles and a cherry on top. And that doesn't really, I mean, I guess it could sort of fit the pixie theme because it is massive, looks like a mountain, but I don't know. So it's going to be,
So I still think we're getting a candy area
me,
because there's just too many. They
it,
have a giant cupcake
yeah,
in like one of the areas of this in 9 minutes and 43 seconds in.
that's right. I'll show a little
There
picture.
is a giant cupcake there.
That's right. So
And
it's,
it's butted up against the Tinkerbell area.
yeah. So that's interesting. And I mean, we know that they leave us little pieces. Like it's not like they give us all of the information, right? So it'll be, I actually, did you watch the playthrough at the end of the,
I did.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was being careful to just to stay in one area.
Okay. I didn't because I was like, I don't know that I want to see it because I love
He pretty much only stayed in Wishblossom, the ranch area.
okay. Because it's like I love being able like there's nothing like more exciting. This is so lame, but it's like there's nothing more exciting than getting to explore like a new area and not know the map or the layout. So I was like I kept skipping it each time I've gone back and looked at the little trailers and the little videos. Because I'm like, I don't want to know. I like the surprise.
Well, and I'm both ways because I'm terrible because I want to know all the leaks and all the like I want to know right
Sometimes
away.
I do.
But
Yeah.
then I'm like, oh well, maybe I do like a surprise too. But
Yeah.
I'm surprised when I see the leaks and I'm surprised when I see the trailers. But
Yeah.
I love I definitely love the leaks. Um, but yeah, so the more you go through the little trailer part, they just kind of they they go through these they're called
Yeah, the modular kit building kits.
modular building kits.
Yeah.
So we have kind of wanted this for a while where you don't have to go in them and they're not a house skin. You just pick them up, you move them, you build, and I love that. Finally, we're gonna have stuff that matches. The color's gonna match. They're gonna actually go together.
Yeah.
You can you can build it right. Like I am very excited about that too.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that it's going to make our build so much more cohesive. There's another really cool little snippets that we see in the trailer. Uh, Shay Remy is there, but with the Storybook Vale skin. So
No,
it'll,
but at the end, it's the Alpine look.
yes. So, but I wonder if we will get to use those skins. Like, because
Oh,
right? Like
where
the
was I missed that. Where did they
I'll
have that?
I'll pop it up because I saw someone highlighted it earlier today in one of the videos I saw, and I was like, oh, this is exciting. What if we get the skin?
Oh, so then we can actually just switch the skins.
Yeah, because then we could do a really cool fall plaza build in
Yes,
in our valley instead of just having it
and
like
right.
and
Yep, and
then The
when we
alpine.
get the Dream Castle Fall skin.
Yes, exactly. So that would be really cool too. We also saw there's at the 1409 second mark, it looks like maybe a stall for Goofy's or a stall skin for Goofy's stall, and it looks kind of like a train.
Yeah,
Looks really neat. We can't quite figure out what it is, but it looks cool.
it has a sign on the top.
It does. It has Goofy's sign, which is very cool. Um, yeah. And then the crystal caverns look breathtaking. That's where it appears most of our puzzles are going to be, just like the trials for Storybook Vale, which I'm excited about. I really liked that element from Storybook Vale. I found that very fun to kind of figure out the little puzzles and tricks and all that. Because this is interesting because this is the first time it looks like we're not getting a new tool.
Yes. No. Yeah, I agree with you. No new royal tool.
Which is
But the
okay.
tool is the horse, isn't it?
Yeah, the tool is the horse for sure. So I feel like it's going to be interesting because last time part of the puzzles were how to use our new snippet net,
Sure. Right.
right, to the catcher. So um we had to flip those dials in different directions, and we had so it looks like we get to use the horse in the caverns. So maybe there'll be different puzzles. Ooh, wouldn't it be cool if some of the puzzles you had to have like the special features that are just with like con uh oh my gosh, why are all the names escape? Maximus and Pegasus? Maybe we have to like level them up to certain points to like get through certain puzzles.
Well, I think that's kind of what they alluded to.
Yeah.
You're going to need the horses and you're going to have to level the horses up to get through these trials and these puzzles. But I am glad that it looks like it's just in the Crystal Caverns and um, it's called the Wishblossom Mountains in the Wishblossom Heart. But that's a mouthful, but it
Yeah.
is.
The
And so
heart
it
of
sounds like instead of in Storybook Vale where it was all spread out everywhere and they kind of hit it, you get to kind of, you know, I don't love how you had to, how they hid the new gazebos and where the trials were. And
yeah. I wish that I do agree with you because like the most amazing part of the Teapot Falls is in an area that we can't decorate. That's where the trial was. You can't decorate anywhere
yeah,
along there. It's cool that you had to go down like a path and it was like kind of
yeah,
secreted away. But I don't see why, because I mean it would have been such an amazing Dream Snap location. But now you can't do anything there. So I am happy I with just the same as you with the Crystal Caverns being
that's just where all the games are. That's it. You probably can't decorate in there. That's just
yeah,
where you go to do the trials and that's it. And then the rest of the area is
and that seems totally fine. Like I'm okay with that. Um, there's also a really cool mining area that seems to be part of Glamour Gulch. Uh,
yeah.
it is very reminiscent for me of like Thunder Mountain. That's what it kind of reminded me of. With the
Oh yeah, you're right. It's
like the
totally Thunder Mountain.
like the TNT and the crates and everything. It looks very, very cool. Um, I'm just so excited to see how all of these pieces fit together because it feels like none of these biomes should work together. So I'm so excited to be able to like explore in the village and see how they all fit together.
Right, and then that in that shot where it's Khan and the mining area behind him and the red grass, and but it looks like the same ferns. But look at mannequins outside,
Yeah, hopefully we can do that.
and but the only thing that's worrying me about these mannequins, I don't think they're actual mannequins. I think they are flower displays that go outside. I don't think you can change them because every time I see them,
Yeah.
they're draped in the red flowers.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then there's the pot with the red flowers as well, which is stunning.
Yes, looks incredible.
But we don't see a lot of new pathing. We only see that one.
Yeah, just the one like rocky path it looks like, which is very cool. I'm excited for, but I'm hoping that at least we get one path. That's exciting. But I am hoping that we will get just as much foliage. The only thing that was a little bit of a downside for me is a lot of the foliage, the underbrush, the trees are just reskins from Storybook Vale. Like
Oh, in this new one?
yeah. So when you look at like they have these really bright green trees in the Alpine and the Pixie area, and they are the Mythopia trees that have just been colored green. We've got the snow-covered trees, which
Yeah.
I'm very happy we have some snow-covered trees. But they look like they're just a reskin of like a color variation of the Ever After trees. Um, Obviously the beautiful flower shrub from Mythopia too is in different colors here, which I want that in every colorway. So I'm not
Yes.
upset about that. Like a lot of these I'm very happy with because we've been wanting snow covered evergreen trees. So this is great.
Yes.
We're getting this. So I'm not complaining, but it everything with Storybook Vale was like brand new. It was like
Yeah.
every little piece of the design was like felt so new. But uh it's gonna be cool. The new companions too. We get skunks. I was racking my brain the day before the showcase came out when we got that little teaser of the honeybees. And I was racking my brain for what the little critter could be in Cruella's area. And I was like, ooh, raccoons would be cool. And I'm like, we have raccoons. And then there's another one that I thought too. And I was like, no, we have that as well. So I'm so excited for skunks. So perfect.
Oh yeah. Love skunks. You know what? They always do really well with the critters, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I think the one that people, well, but people use them in the Halloween builds and stuff is the snakes. I mean, so the snakes aren't unused,
Yep.
but um, the skunk looks adorable. The bee looks adorable. I'm curious to see how big the bee is because it looks like it's probably the size of a hummingbird, I'm guessing.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah. And then of course we get the geese in the Alps, which is very exciting. Um, and then one thing we looked at too was we noticed it looks like Tigger has a tree house in the Pixie area.
Yeah.
Snow White has the snow covered cottage. Cruella has the beautiful grand
Mansion.
Victorian style mansion. Um, it does look like Tink's house is like really moss covered, if that is her house, because at one point they show what we think might be Tink's house, but it's
But
in
they're talking about the modules.
yeah, but they're talking about the modular kits. So is it the modular building kits for the Pixie Acres, or is that Tink's house? I'm curious.
But well, I don't know because the other thing as well is they were only showing the modular kits with the Victorian London style and then the Alpine area.
Yeah.
So
And then
they didn't actually tease anything in the Tinkerbell area.
no, you're right. Because then it's like, as they're still talking about them, that's when you see the little, what may be Tink's house or could be a building set. We're not quite sure. We still
Yeah, because you're right. Because when they're talking about it, when the words are saying it is the modular kit,
yeah.
but I think it's going to be Tink's house.
Yeah. I
And then,
think,
of course, we got the Remy and Scrooge skins.
yes, with the Alpine look, which is amazing. And then we have like, you have the set when you buy the game. Um, you get the set that comes with the Moonstones with the Arendelle house skin and an Arendelle themed two Arendelle themed outfits and Sven, which is awesome. And then if you play the game before, I think it's December 3rd.
Yeah, so between the November 19th and the December 3rd.
Yeah, you get the springtime festival outfit and festive tack for your horse as well. So it's like an early adopter package, which they've offered with every
They've done that before.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
great. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, I don't know, it looks absolutely stunning. I love what they've done, and I really feel like everything that they've created is going to be big game changers.
Yeah, I think they're moving. I think for sure now they're moving in the right direction. Again, if this is a design game, the modular kits make sense.
Yeah.
All these different sizes and colors, and even if they are reskins, I'm with you. I'd rather have the color variety. Like even when I was decorating just the other day, I was like, oh, I wish this tree was a different color, and because it's a perfect size and shape and everything. But I agree. It was really bind heavy, I felt, with a lot of the stuff they gave us with Storybook Vale. So I hope they don't go Alpine heavy
Yes, I agree with you. I hope it's a good mix of everything.
because they really didn't give us Greek stuff.
No, that Mythopia was the least amount of items that we got. Like Ever After,
Yeah,
I would say was probably the next highest, but you're right. It was very bind forward items that worked very well. They were incredible items. Like, don't get me
yeah,
wrong. Oh, and the other thing we didn't talk about was the blueprints. So instead of getting
yes.
away from they're getting away from the crafting table, and we, through gameplay, are able to unlock blueprints using pixie dust to create well, that's what they kind of say with using the pixie dust, right? But I don't know if that's actually, it's not like it's going to be a currency that we can use.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So you find pieces in the biomes that are kind of broken apart. You
yeah,
collect them, and it sounds like we still need crafting things like
yes,
flowers and wood and that kind of thing.
yeah,
And then you purchase some stuff in Scrooge as well.
yes. So I'm excited to see how that changes things
Yeah.
because and which items in the game are going to be blueprint focused instead of crafting table, because we are running into an issue with the crafting table where we have so many items now. We need a search feature in there because it's getting kind of crazy. Or
Well, and in the search feature, we don't have to scroll so much. I have to scroll and then I craft something and it pops back up to the top again. It doesn't
yeah,
stay where you've crafted the last thing.
yeah,
Even if they fix that, I'd be happy
I agree with you.
that it doesn't just pop back up to the beginning again. And then when I go into furniture mode and everything, and I go, give me the oldest first. I
Yeah.
place something, I go back in, and they switch it back.
Yep. Yes, it
So
is.
even if they just fixed some of those things, it would help immensely.
I
But
agree.
they generally, some of that stuff is glitchy. And again, if this is primarily a design game, which it is, they only have so many quests and
Yeah.
all that kind of thing. They have to really concentrate on how this works better for design,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely. You're
And but we had blueprints before in Eric's Castle too, and then they just stopped that.
yeah, that's why when they said it, I was like, oh yay, more blueprints in Eric's castle. But no, seems like this is a totally new thing. Has
Mhm.
nothing to do with that. So, which is okay. Like that's cool. But I'm curious to see how it's gonna work out. But
No, but overall, again, just like we were the Storybook Vale trailer, I mean, the hype was real today. I mean,
oh yeah.
everybody was at Twitter in the community. People were up early. People were streaming early. I mean, it was like the DLC was dropping today. So
Yeah.
people are excited. The community is growing. You know,
Yeah.
this game just seems to be getting bigger and more momentum. And I don't know. I think it deserves it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's
Yeah.
there's always something happening in it. There's always something new. And we love new, and there is so much new stuff coming. And you're right. This is only the tip of the iceberg because and I know with every update they put in more um, life improvements and
Yeah.
they always put more stuff in with the updates.
Yeah.
So this is just the tip of the iceberg for the end of 2025 and into 2026.
Yeah. It's it's phenomenal. They each time they outdo themselves. And yeah, I'm so excited for all the new characters, for the biomes. It all looks so incredible. And I know that this is, like you said, it's like this is what we got to see today with the showcase is just the tip of the iceberg for what we're going to be able to experience in the game, which is so exciting. That's what's most fun, is having something new to explore.
And let us know in the comments what you're most excited about seeing. And
Yes.
are you disappointed with some of the stuff you saw? Or, is this gonna be a kind of a game changer, like we're saying, with how this game is gonna be played in the future and where they're going towards?
Yeah, we want to know your thoughts for sure. And I think that's it. That's
I
the
think
main
so.
things we picked out, but in the coming weeks I'm sure we'll have more teasers shared, more pictures shared hopefully, and then we can dissect it a little bit more. I'm so excited to see what the premium shop is going to look like with this update. I'm already excited for those leaks because I want to see what's happening.
Oh no, yeah, we're always excited about the premium shop leaks.
I'm like, how much money am I going to spend this month?
Yes.
Oh, well, this is so great. We're so excited. Can't wait for November 19th, just a few weeks away.
Yeah, I took the day off,
That's so smart.
which I never do.
I gotta block it off in my calendar. Thanks for joining us today at Sparkle Vision.
Hit like and subscribe to see more videos soon. See you next time.
Bye bye.